Ah, you think I've been better? Vlog, what is happening? I hope you are having a fantastic day. I know I sure as hell am. I just released, well, first and foremost, now, it's not entirely perfect. There's still some work that needs to be done, but reorganize the pantry, which kind of felt good because it was a fucking disaster a little while ago. Organized the refrigerator, got all the meat, I spent a lot of money in groceries. I think I actually bought groceries for what I actually do need, and even though I spent a lot of money, I actually have what I need to not eat out so much. So I typically spend a lot of money, or about half the amount of money, but then I blow a lot more on eating out. So I figured I'd spend double at the grocery store, and hopefully can save some money. Eating out. So podcast went live. Pretty stoked. I believe I'm actually gonna get to play with our guest Alex Shyway tonight. So pretty pumped about that. Pretty excited. The Master Halo 5 Mechanics Trickster. And I'm actually going to stream again tonight. Well, provide a little bit more context. I think I burnt, what I did was I burnt myself out a lot, and it's putting an immense amount of pressure to hold a schedule and be really professional and do all these things. And well, that is important to want to be the best. I had to also keep in mind that when I'm distributing, I'm distributing content to a lot of different platforms. I'm podcasting, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and it's this is a one-man show, and I'm also producing and editing almost everything except for the YouTube gaming content. So it's a lot when I have a full-time job and I have responsibilities and bills to pay. So I think I put a lot of effort on myself, and so going forward, this is going to be like a comeback stream, if you will. I'm just going to do it whenever the hell I want to, because I like gaming with homies just off stream. But I do miss interacting with my community a lot. I do miss having people show up and say hi during a live event. I miss it, I do miss that. It's a lot of fun, and so I'm pretty stoked. I'm a little nervous, It's almost like coming back. I got this fear, what's everyone gonna think about me? And he's wishy-washy, and he made this big announcement and made a video, and then now he's going back. And when I talk about that out loud, the more stupid it sounds in my head, and I'm glad I'm able to share that, because the reality is I've only been doing this. I've started this about 2 years ago, and to say that I'm an expert is by far, it's a stretch. It's not even close. I'm 2 years into it doing it part-time. So it's not even 2 years into it doing it full-time, so there's a lot I need to learn still. And I think one of the biggest lessons here is to not take myself so seriously, that the content is going to come when I'm the most creative, when I'm the most inspired, and if I don't feel like setting a schedule, I'm not going to, I will be consistent, but I don't believe I'll have a schedule, and I think that it allows me to get content out to yet another platform. It allows me to do it more often. It doesn't take as much time to go through. I can just I can hit a button on my Stream Deck, and clip a badass play or a moment or something really funny that happened. And so, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I'm still going to continue the rest. It's just adding it back in slowly. And so, I don't know. it's a cool lesson, but you know, that fear of what others think and how it'll be perceived and all this other stuff does, you know, does weigh on me a little bit. And so um I'm gonna walk through that. I'm gonna get that done. Walk through that fear. And yeah, we're streaming some Halo 5 tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh it's gonna be dope. So um yeah, and if we don't end up continuing with Halo 5, you know, we'll grind out some Warzone and do the damn thing again. You know what I mean? And it's pretty excited about that. I only got a couple hours sleep last night, so I'm a little tired, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Believe it or not, like also that the pantry thing, like that was a lot bigger deal than y'all might think. It was just so disorganized and I didn't know where anything was, and it feels so much better. And I did that at like 10 o'clock last night. I didn't start gaming until about midnight, and we grinded out some multiplayer, some gunfight until about 3 a.m. So, needless to say, I'm exhausted. But again, I didn't expect to stream today. It came through some counsel of a good friend, and I love having friends that are honest with me and hold me accountable and, you know, give good reasons why. They don't just tell me I should do something, but, you know, break it down and make it personal, you know? I don't know, I'm just blessed to have that. I really am. It's not often you find those type of people, and so, you know, when you find those people, it means you're doing something right because you're on the right wavelength and you're on the right path, doing the right thing, you know? So I'm pretty nervous, but yeah. Gonna cook me some tacos for the evening. I got some tomatillo con crema salsa. I'm gonna make my own fajita seasoning. I'm gonna season it myself. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see y'all soon. Vlog, it's about to be bedtime. Wanted to do a quick recap. I wanted to just check back in before I went back to bed. Had a good stream. It was a good stream. It was a nice chill vibe, nice relaxing environment. You know, and I realized that I took myself way too seriously before. And I think when things like this come up, it's important for me to seek counsel. It's important for me to bounce ideas off the support that I do have. You know, because a lot of this, like, full send to YouTube and just YouTube and podcasting might have been like a really knee-jerk reaction. And while I think I'm definitely going to continue doing it, I think that I was just honestly hitting a wall with my streams, and I was being very impatient about it, and I didn't really want to seek any sort of truth around it, and I didn't want to, I guess, really look at any of my behavior around it. So, you know, I tend to make a lot of absolute decisions, and I realize that, like, absolute decisions can create confusion, because, you know, now I'm back doing Twitch again. So if there's anything learned from this is, you know, number one, I think it's pretty cool how I'm not beating myself up over it. I definitely was in fear about what everyone would think or about, you know, about all of that, but it turns out that it's completely fine, as it always is. And, you know, it was a learning experience for sure. And I'm really excited to go back. I'm probably not going to be on a stream schedule. I'm going to stream when I feel comfortable, when I want to, and, you know, really can get creative with my content, and when I'm feeling like putting in the extra work to do it, you know, which I think I am. Because I just put in I took my time, not necessarily if I feel like putting in work, that's not the right word. It's like, I did a lot of small things before stream that I didn't really do last time. I would just kind of like log in, expect everything to work, and go live and do all this, and never really like updated any of my links, any of my bots, anything like that. And so I think part of it was just a lot of laziness and unwillingness to like really look at what my struggles were. So I think it's a cool, like I said, cool learning experience. It was fun. They added Team Snipers back to Halo 5, which is pretty fucking badass. So they made that a ranked playlist. I placed Diamond 1, end of the night at Diamond 4, almost at Diamond 5. I think we maybe dropped like 3 or 4 games out of 15. So it was a good night. It was a good night, and did it with the chat and did it with people there. And you know, one other thing I also realized is that like I tried so desperately to keep people's attention in chat myself that my content would suffer from it. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I'm learning there, is that just because chat isn't active doesn't mean people aren't there, doesn't mean people aren't watching, doesn't mean people aren't enjoying the antics, enjoying the show, enjoying what I'm producing. And that's really what this is all about. You know, it's really what this is all about. And if, you know, and I'll have my moments where chat is lit, and then I'll have my moments where chat is dead. And, you know, I just think that we expect so much and we want people to say so much that we try so hard that they end up, you know, it's end up leaving, you know. And so I don't know, it's cool. I try way too hard, you know. I forget that like I have a story to share, I have good content to put out, you know. I'm kind, I'm considerate, I'm compassionate, I'm honest, I'm transparent, you know. And it's like, what more could you ask for, you know? And I try to be so much more than that, and it's almost like the strenuous effort is what deters people away, because it's like I'm trying too hard when I just have to relax, you know. But yeah, it was cool. It was a great amount of support. It was fun. It was a nice chill stream. Hung out with the homie. I'm fucking excited for Halo 2, man. I lost my shit yesterday on that tweet. Microsoft's been fucking up on their Twitter game because I lost it. I didn't go crazy off the handles or anything, but you know, I definitely shared my opinion. But yeah, Halo 2 coming out Tuesday. I'm gonna set a personal goal. I want to get a 50 in that. I want to chase that ring, man. That was what the grind was about back in the day, you know. And I don't know, see if I can get another three players that are just committed to doing that, because it's time to sweat, boys. Time to fucking sweat. This is literally my childhood remastered. It's 1:30 in the morning. I had 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm gonna get 6 hours tonight. I'm doubling that, doubling productivity. I will see you guys tomorrow.